Everyone ignored the faint cry coming from the river, except her. The moment she stepped into the freezing water, the entire crowd froze, because the way she moved wasn't normal, and when her hidden badge glinted through the fog, people realized whatever she was about to pull from that river was something none of them were ready for. The couples kept walking hand in hand, and the man feeding bread to the ducks didn't even bother to turn around. But Tyler Adams heard it. He stopped right where he was, standing at the riverbank, with a troubled look on his face. The sound came again, soft, buried inside the water. Tyler called out loudly, "Hello, is someone down there?" The nearby fisherman snapped, "It's just water noise, kid. Don't overthink it." But Tyler shook his head. He knew. That wasn't water. It wasn't wind. It was fear. He stepped closer to the edge, his boots slipping on the wet stones. The cry came again, weaker, more desperate. Tyler leaned down to look. Something was moving beneath the surface, a dark shape, small, struggling. Tyler's heart lurched. "Oh no, something stuck." He turned to the fisherman. "Can you help me check this?" The man scoffed. "If it's drowning, let nature do its job. Not our problem." A passing woman said, "Probably just a rat." Someone else muttered, "Don't touch wild animals, they bite." Tyler clenched his teeth. People were always like this, turning away the moment compassion required action. The sound came again, weak, shaking, and he made his decision. He stepped into the freezing water, his jeans soaked instantly, cold stabbing into his body like a blade. But he waded deeper, eyes fixed on the shadow. As soon as his fingers touched the water, the creature thrashed violently. Tyler jerked back. "That's not a fish!" Voices rose behind him. "Kid, get out of there! You'll catch something. Leave it. What if it's diseased?" But he drowned them out. He reached deeper into the water, his fingers brushing something soft, like fur, but finer, more delicate. The creature jerked hard. "It's trapped. Something's wrapped around it." He tried to lift it, but the creature was caught on something beneath the surface. And then, a voice, clear, calm, female. "Stop, don't pull it like that." Tyler spun around. A woman stood in the fog, a muddy brown braid over her shoulder, a dark green utility jacket, waterproof boots, a medical satchel strapped across her chest. The moment she arrived, the entire atmosphere shifted. Her eyes studied the river, as if every ripple was telling her a secret. Tyler asked, You know what's down there?" "Not yet," she said softly. "But whatever it is, it's terrified." Another weak cry rose from the water. Her eyes narrowed. "How long has it been like this?" "I don't know. I just heard it." A man on the bridge yelled, "Ma'am, stay away. You'll get hurt." She didn't even glance up. "Fear cuts deeper than teeth," she murmured. Then she stepped into the water beside him. Her presence silenced the entire crowd. "It's not fighting you," she said gently. "It's fighting whatever has its leg." Tyler stared. "How do you know?" She replied softly, "Because I've seen this before." Then she opened her satchel and pulled out a specialized coil cutter. The crowd gasped. "Who carries that?" "She's not some regular woman." "Is she with wildlife?" Tyler asked hesitantly. "Are you from the wildlife department?" She didn't answer. She just lowered her hands into the water. The river rippled. The creature struggled. People panicked. "Ma'am, stop. It'll attack." Someone call for help. But she stayed calm, stone steady, precise. "What do I do?" Tyler asked. "Hold the water," she said softly. "Create space. Shift the current gently." She guided his arm, moving the river with practiced ease. Then she said a line that sliced through the entire crowd. "Whatever comes out of this water, don't let go." Tyler's voice shook. "What's down there?" She looked into his eyes, deep, calm and warning. "Something no one here expects." A final cry sounded, and her fingers closed around the creature. The water split. The crowd held its breath. She lifted it gently, a tiny half-conscious river otter pup trembling in her palm, its legs strangled by fishing line cutting deep into flesh. The crowd gasped. "Oh God! It's endangered. It's critically rare." Tyler's voice cracked. "Is it going to die?" Her voice shifted, now a trained field medic. "If we don't act now, yes." She placed the pup in her lap, opened her medical kit, and began working. Someone shouted, "You can't treat it here." She finally raised her head, and everything stopped, because hanging around her neck, shining in the light, was a badge. National Aquatic Wildlife Field Officer, Grade 2, Medic. Call sign, Riverlight. Whispers erupted. "She's from the special unit. They handle covert rescues. She's not ordinary." But she stayed calm, whispering to the otter, "Stay with me, little one." Tyler asked, "What can I do?" "Hold its head still. It'll panic when I cut." Together they saved its life. When the final knot snapped, the otter screamed and then collapsed. Tyler panicked. "It died." "No," she said softly. "It's exhausted." She wrapped it in cloth. Then, a tiny movement, a soft chirp. The otter opened its eyes. The crowd erupted. Tyler whispered, shaking, "It recognizes you." "Animals always know," she said, who their last hope was. A rescue truck arrived. The senior officer jumped out. "Riverlight? You weren't even on duty." "I heard the cry," she replied. Tyler said, "You didn't just save it. You changed all of us." The officer nodded. "That's why she's our best field medic." She looked at the crowd, the same people who doubted her. "Compassion isn't about having time," she said. "It's about choosing not to walk away when something is dying without help." The otter curled into her hands. Before leaving, she told Tyler, "You did something most people don't." "What?" "You listened." The truck vanished into the fog. Later, the official report read, "Rescued. Critically endangered river otter pup. Stabilized and recovering. Credit. Field Officer Riverlight." Top comment. She saved a life because the cry the world ignored was still loud enough for her heart, and the truth settled deep. Mercy is never loud. It simply goes where everyone else turned away.